Ladies and gentlemen, I have big news in terms of Gala games. We have big updates in terms of games that are onboarding into different platforms. I've done market research on a couple things, and we're just going to be going over things generally speaking Gala here. So if you enjoy the content, as always, like and subscribe. You know, Classy Games is big old Gala fam here. And so without further ado, let's get into it. And the first thing I want to talk about here has to do with Legends Reborn, as they're officially going to be onto Steam Marketplace. Isn't that interesting that they're going to be on Steam here? Planned release date to be announced, but they've already added it here, so it's 100% confirmed, as Legends Reborn is just the next one of many games from Gala that could potentially be coming to Steam and some of these other marketplaces. You know, this is a really good point here. People are going to now say, why isn't it on the Gala Games Marketplace? What I say is, if you go to a platform like OpenSea, this is a place where a lot of people go ahead and just interact overall with the cryptocurrency space and NFTs, you're going to notice something very interesting, and that's that, sure, the main page for OpenSea, you know, you've got your NFT collections, etc., etc. However, when you actually go onto the volume for a lot of these different things, they have different platforms like OpenSea Pro that have actual data on aggregators. For example, if I go to the same Nakamigos here, you're going to see that a ton of different exchanges are actually available to be able to purchase, and it's on OpenSea, right? It's an OpenSea native collection that can actually be used in multiple points, and I think this is actually where, you know, gaming marketplaces are going to be going, because we can't deny that. I mean, having to go through a million different launchers to get to your game and a million different blockchains, it's really annoying and it's complicated, right? It's going to be so good when Gala hones this down with their blockchain, and they could go ahead and have these aggregators for a ton of different places, so you can have your games on Steam, but then you interact with the Gala, you know, blockchain, which is now named Gyre. We'll see what ends up being the actual name for it. And that's, I think, the bigger idea with this whole thing. You could be on Steam all day in all these different places, but at the end of the day, you go to Gala Games for your transactions. So I think that's a really cool thing. Next big thing I want to talk about is our Bowtie Showdown for the tournament. If you all haven't been keeping up to date, we are doing a Spider Tanks tournament April 14th. We have a prize pool of $500. This is sponsored by Gala Games and Community Gaming, so huge shout out to them for making this possible. Something I will say about this is we have filled up. So, I mean, we've got all the teams here. We've got all the details. This is happening. I'm extremely excited for this to happen. And because of this unique opportunity, we've actually gone ahead and spoke with other parties to be able to secure funding for more tournaments, right? So we're going to be able to do more tournaments, and maybe it will be Last Expedition. Maybe it'll be Superior. Maybe it'll be Spider Tanks again. We're going to be doing tournaments pretty much everywhere, and I think this is going to be a huge deal for Gala Games as we continue to, you know, breed on this whole, like, hybrid approach for content. I think that tournaments are going to be absolutely invaluable, really, for showcasing all of these different Gala games. And in terms of a catalyst, I'm really looking forward to providing really just the ground floor for these games to get the proper exposure that they deserve. You can actually see here Bitbender doing a massive announcement for Spider Tanks. This has been something a lot of people have been asking for, so you're from the Spider Tanks community, you're really going to want to hear this one out. So this is Bitbender talking about the Spider Tanks economy. They've heard the frustrations of Spider Tanks players with the way the economy is set up. They have been working on a few things that will roll out in the next little bit. Some may come as soon as Monday. We're getting very close to that. Other bits will take a bit more to get in, so please be patient. This is a test, but you can expect it to stick around for a bit as we collect data. It could become permanent. Of course, this is tangible to change here. Silk emission is now going to be an algorithmic rate of emission up into a soft cap of 50 million. Roughly 0.25% of the remaining supply will be released into the distribution pool daily. This means that the distribution is going to be significantly higher than it has been, making the VP Silk ratio much better for players. So a lot more is happening in this pool. Node and map distribution is going to be entirely and aggressively reworked. We know it doesn't work for people right now, and we are going to rework that. Yeah, when Node's launched, I'm going to be honest, people are just losing money. And it's really good to hear that they're hopping on here and addressing that concern. We're advancing on what an aggressive roadmap and a partnership with Game Media that includes a ton of major improvements. And they're going to be having a major AMA update with the team in the next couple weeks. I'm 100% going to be live streaming that. I think that looks like awesome content. There's a lot more, but I want to put this out there to kick off some of the discussion. So, what does that mean? Well, for me, the way I process this information is, one, it seems like they're really close to a resolution that they feel is right. They're going to have a change in the economy, and they think that this is the way. Also, something else I've noticed, 0.25% is a lot. Okay, daily, okay? This is happening daily. So, this also means to me that they think that this is really going to work, because this is a big gamble here in terms of Silk's future. And it might mean that they're ready to kick up the marketing, right? If they kick up the marketing huge and we get a bunch of people onto Spider Tanks, it's awesome. I think Spider Tanks as a game, fundamentally, it needs some improvements, but it's actually pretty damn good. And so if they can get those small issues fixed here, this is going to be amazing for Spider Tanks, and it could be amazing for the Gala Games ecosystem overall. So this is awesome. And the thing is, this is an esports game, so if we can make this weekly even better in terms of Spider Tanks tournaments. Absolutely massive news for everybody involved. Some other news in terms of Gala here, we have, this is a general reminder that Gala Games has never had a funding round or taken investment. Recently, I have been seeing a bunch of fly-by-night investment firms claiming that they've participated in a Series A for Gala Games. Such a funding round never existed. Obviously, we can't stop people from buying the token, but purchasing Gala does not equate in any way, shape, or form to investing in Gala Games as a company. Now, why do they say this? That's because this is a very important announcement here in terms of cryptocurrency. Gala, the token, is being used as the ecosystem gas. It's as simple as that. The Gala Games company is not directly associated with the Gala token. That's simply what they're using for their ecosystem. Very big difference. You investing in Gala Games as a company's success is different from investing into the Gala token, which is just for gas fees. So do your own further due diligence on this, but this is a really important reminder for some people that are buying the Gala token thinking that it just directly associates itself with Gala Games as a company. First off, that would be a security, and that's just not how things work at all. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section in regards to this all. I'm really looking forward to Bowtie Showdown because, you know, if we can make this a weekly thing, which I've pretty much secured at this point, it's going to be massive for exposure. I've actually gone ahead and confirmed several in-person events that I may or may not be using Gala Games branding. So we'll see how that ends up going. But until the next time, stay safe, stay classy, and that's all.